we have a chapter on love, showing love in community. And so I'm saying to them, Jesus said, you are to love God with all your being. After God, you are to love your family. After your family, you're to love your neighbor. And there's a final ring that even goes bigger that says you are to love your enemy. And when I said that, this pastor sitting in front said, I can't do that. And you're teaching. I never had a student say something like that when you're teaching. And so I said, Pastor, what is the problem? And he looked at me and he said, has your enemy ever killed your wife and children? And I said, oh dear, I am sorry, sir. I had no idea that was your experience. And he said, how do I forgive somebody who kills my wife and children? And he was almost then in tears. And I didn't know what to do, to be honest with you. So I said, does anybody else here in the room have a testimony about something like this? And one after another, people got up and said, oh yeah, I had that experience, but God gave me the strength to forgive them. And now I have no bitterness in my life because I've forgiven them for something similar. And the last picture that day I had of that room where all of these other Christians came up and they stood around this pastor, and he was down on his knees at his desk, at his chair, and he was asking God to help him forgive his enemies. And these people are all laying hands on him and praying for him in a big circle around that. And I thought this is the ultimate expression of Christian community.